Hey guys, this is Joe from Cincinnati here, and I'm doing kind of a marathon commentating on my 7 games from the Discord League tournament. It's the first time I've had some time off during this Christmas break since I played these games, so trying to bang all this commentating out so I can get these games out before they're irrelevant. So, this is the 4th round of the Discord League for me. Is against Scorpion. His name is Bayushi Yuji. Yuji, Bayushi Yuji, and we are playing the game. It's going to be great, and it's not going to be great because Scorpion's a pain in the ass to play with. This is also a longer game because Scorpion games always do tend to drag out. So I'm just going to try and power through this game. My opening flop is complete garbage. I keep a Magistrate. I really probably shouldn't have, because I don't care about Magistrates at all. Especially against Scorpion, who are pretty high curve, all things considered. Especially when they're playing out of their conflict deck. So, I have Casada and a Guardian and a Stoic Magistrate. Now, he happened to have a pretty good flop for me for my Stoic Magistrate, which is great. So he plays his Liar with 1 Fate on him, and I just play a Heated Guardian with 1 Fate on him as well, and then he plays a Bayushi Manipulator. So now I'm like, I may as well just play my my Stoic Magistrate. I thought that he would play his other Rumor Monger, but he passes, which is a bummer. So he has 5 Fate. I have 2 Assassinates in hand, which is not great because Scorpion is relatively good at honor pressuring you. I bid 3 to his 5 on round 1. I'm starting to realize that against Scorpion, it's probably just best to bid 5. I hate saying it because it feels so stupid that you would want to bid 5 against anyone, because that's just such a hard commit into the game before you even know what's going on. But against Scorpion, they're just going to bid 5, and then they're going to take whatever honor that you took from them because of your lower bid. Like, I bid 3, and he immediately just took 1 back. So it's basically like he bid, and he also upped his bid to 6. So he doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I bid 5 and he bid 6, I at least would have 2 more cards in my hand, and it would be 10 to 10 honor. Stop that. Why are you doing that? Stop that. Joe, you fucking idiot. Alright, well, I don't know why I did that. Oh, I know I did that, because I want to policy debate him. So, I defended with both these guys so I can have 4 and 5 to his 3, so I could policy debate him and get whatever conflict character is out in his hand out of his hand. And, I think that he forged Edict's it. Scorpion is so hard to deal with because they have the only counter that's active from the very beginning of the game on turn 1. So I drew a card with Fertile Fields, and hey look, it was another policy debate. So I bid 4, just to ensure that I win. And look at this fucking hand. Like, holy shit. Okay. A 4 Shame, an Unassuming Yojimbo, 2 Pathfinder's Blades, a Forged Edict, a Bonsai, a Charge, a Fine Katana, a Court Mask, and a Bayushi Kachiko. This is what's so annoying about Scorpion, is they can just pad their hand with so many goddamn cards. And their Stronghold holds their hand throughout the entire game, because when you're thinking about how do you let a game get away from you? It's always like, well, I bid too high, or I assassinated too often, or I got into honor trouble, and I let a game that should have been mine squeak out of my fingers. You know what I mean? That's the story behind the downside of bidding high. Is if I bid too high, I can really open myself up to getting fucked in this certain scenario or this certain scenario. So that's the downside of bidding high. Scorpion Stronghold really does just delete that entire downside, because it's like, I can bid high, and then, oh shit, I'm in honor trouble, I'll just get a free Ring of Air. Next round, I'll just get free Ring of Air, etc., etc. I don't mean to complain. I am complaining, but I don't mean to complain endlessly. Scorpion is overall a relatively balanced clan. They're definitely the best clan in the game right now. but their stronghold is just irritating in the amount of power it gives them to just abuse the bid of card draw. So anyway, back to the game. My thinking was like unassuming Yojimbo or Bayushi Kachiko. Here's what I was thinking at the time. I can take the Bayushi Kachiko, which means that next round I don't have to deal with her at all. Like, you know, she can be nothing if I just discard her. I don't have to worry about her at all. Or I can discard the unassuming Yojimbo. By discarding the unassuming Yojimbo, I basically say, like, I can prevent a break this round, because he has the unassuming Yojimbo and Pathfinder's Blades and Bonsai and Charge and Fine Katana and Court Mask, so he could break anything he wanted to with that unassuming Yojimbo, especially since I over-defended in order to get the Policy Debate off. In addition, he has a Forged Edict. So he could have Forged Edict that Policy Debate, but he just decided not to because his hand is so fucking loaded that it doesn't even matter. So I was thinking, like, I could just get rid of the unassuming Yojimbo, prevent a break this round, because he could play Kachiko. And honestly, if he plays Kachiko, I'm okay with that, because that means that he spent 5 Fate for 5 Fate Kachiko, and then she goes away at the end of the round, right? So it would suck for this round, it would get a break off, but then she'd go away. So I think what I ultimately end up doing, I ultimately discard the unassuming Yojimbo. I take a long time thinking about it because it's just so difficult to decide. So, come on, Joe, just pick a fucking card. Really? Am I literally just staring at this for minutes at a time? Maybe I was away from my computer or something. I don't know. But this is inconsiderate. This is just me being an ass. That's what this is. Damn, I'm being an asshole right now. What the? Is this broken? What the hell's going on? Wow. Okay. Well, that's weird. The game broke. I don't know how that happened. My viewer broke. So anyway, I win 5-0. I sacrifice the the storehouse to get another card draw. I don't know why it froze like that. That was weird. But anyway, I ended up discarding the unassuming Yojimbo. Yeah. So I discarded the unassuming Yojimbo. I probably shouldn't have, but it's what I did. And then he's like, you know, court masking up this guy and everything like that. So I assassinate the guy anyway. So this game, man, this is a tough game to play, because like I'm watching it and I'm thinking, like, how could you not get rid of that fucking Kachiko? But anyway, so he has a Kachiko in his hand. We go into the next round, no breaks. I didn't even attack that round because I was so heavily defending. But he's down to 6 cards in hand, which is fine with me. I have 4 cards in hand. I play a Shuichi with 2 Fate. He has 11 Fate right now. Come on. And this was a common theme with him, was that he did really, like, you can tell Bayushi Yuiji, you can tell he's a very cognitive person, I guess you could say. Like, he's a very deep thinker. He thinks several plays ahead of time. At least that's what it appeared like in the game, because he would take like minutes upon minutes between decisions. And it really started to like tilt me in the middle of the game, especially considering like Scorpion is already so difficult to play against that it can really be grinding when you're playing against a clan that is already so difficult to play, and they're also like taking time between each round to do it. So I attack his Secret Cache with Shuichi and Hida Guardian. He away the Scorpion's Shuichi. So I'm winning but not breaking. And then I use I use charge to bring in an intimidating Hito. Interesting. He charges in Yunako. So I pass, winning but not breaking the Earth military conflict. He switches the intimidating Hito's stuff to make it 4-4. I'm still winning but not breaking, so I pass. And then he plays out Kachiko with 2 Fate because he doesn't want it to get lost to the Earth Ring. So, unfortunate. But I knew it was there, so it was not a surprise. So, I win, right? And I resolve the Air Ring, get the Keeper Monk. He loses a reprieve, which is good for me. I am not unopposed to that. So then he has a Bayushi, Kachiko. Why didn't I get rid of that card? I cannot believe that I let him keep that Kachiko. It still bothers me, like, to this day. It is December 28th. We played this game on December 8th, and I'm still bemoaning the fact that I didn't remove that stupid Kachiko from his hand. So he has Kachiko. He puts a Pathfinder's Blade on her. So she's just going to do whatever she wants. I can't stop her. If I defend, he's just going to send the person home and bow it. So basically it's just a free break. And it's Route of the Cause. I try and flip it, but of course he has the Pathfinder's Blade because that card is broken. So he's winning 6-0. I can't really defend. I could defend, but he's just going to send one of them home bowed, so I just let it go unopposed. And she gets a free break. Then I do... What does this I do? I did a Water Ring, maybe to stand somebody for defense on the next one. He defends with 5, which is fine to me, generally speaking. Then he can attack with Yunako, or he can defend with Yunako. He ends up attacking, and I just honor my guy with Shameful Display. So he claims that ring as well. And he honors Bayushi Kachiko. So she's now a 6-9 that sends anything she wants home whenever she wants. He put Yunako under the back alley hideaway. So anyway, so it's 1 break to my no breaks. I have a good number of characters, but he has Kachiko. And he plays Hiroi with 2 Fate. I play a Kaio Envoy. Now I'm trying to decide, like, do I put 1 Fate on him? Do I put 0 Fate on him? If I put 1 Fate on him, then I can maybe get this Kachiko or the Hiroi off the board once this guy goes away. The issue with that is these fucking hideaways. These hideaways are so good. So, I do put the 1 Fate on the Kachiko, and then he buys that guy, and I'm like, oh, excellent. Like, I can just... Please pass, Joe. Oh, God. I gave him a Fate. Alright, he gets a Fate. That's fine. We bid 1 to his 5, so he's bidding 5 again, because his Stronghold just protects him from any kind of consequence for that. I bid 1, so he has 8 cards in hand again. He's first player, so he gets to choose. He puts another Pathfinder's Blade on Bayushi Kachiko. Now, luckily I had the board on his defender, so he can't send her home. So there's at least that. But I know he still has a Forged Edict in his hand from the first round, I think. I don't think he's played that one yet, so he still has that laying around. He's going to declare conflict. Now, the thing with Hiroi and Kachiko is they make such an insane combo, because Kachiko and Hiroi can just attack together, and then Hiroi can drag someone in, and then Kachiko can bow him and send him out. So it's like, I don't even get the benefit of the person defending. I lose, and they go home anyway. So it's like, this is a very strong combination for him. So again, like the whole waiting thing, it's very grating. He just he does take his time here. So he meditations on the Tau. So I remove a fate from him. Like, okay. So I defend with the Borderlands Defender. He brings in Bayushi Kachiko to break the province, because Hiroe is so good at just like everything. Anyway, he did Void. He won. He just to prevent me from voiding his Kachiko, so he takes a fate off Shuichi. I do a, what am I doing here? Contested Water Ring. That way I can potentially, you know, bring the Borderlands Defender back on her feet so she can attack politically. And I hit Public Forum, which is another card. It's like, do we really need more delaying the inevitable cards in this game? But anyway, so I break it because he doesn't even bother defending it. I stand the Borderlands Defender. Now I draw a Jade Tetsubo, which I really would have liked early on, because that card is so strong, and I could have like maybe gotten rid of the Kachiko in that case. But anyway, he passes his conflict and make him lose an honor. So I'm actually putting some honor pressure on him at this point. So I do a political air conflict to kind of keep doing that whole pressuring their honor thing. And I was thinking that I could have attacked like a pilgrimage, like could have gone looking for pilgrimage or something like that, but I just wanted to take the free break that was possible. So let's see here. What do I do? I'm contesting air. He defends with 5 to my 10. And he passes. So I am currently breaking. And I assassinate his illusionist. Now, the reason I did this is because then I could possibly weigh the crab, his character, his Kachiko in the diced in the fate phase. So I'm winning, and I take 2. Did I just gain 2 honor? That's stupid. All right. Well, anyway, I gained 2 honor, but then in the fate phase, he's first player, so his Rumor Monger goes away and goes under the hideaway, but then he just plays it back out, so I can't weigh the crab. Which sucks. It sucks so bad. Because, like, yeah, he may have had a Forged Edict, but then at least I would have made him dishonor either Hiroe or Kachiko, which would have made them a little more, you know, easy to deal with. So, anyway, he has 2 breaks to my 1 break, and he gets a double Shoju and another Bayushi Liar. I get 2 keepers, a Shri Yasuki, and a Garbage Defender. That card, the Haruma Defender, or whatever the fucking name is, Haruma Jimbo, I really, really don't like that card. I'm happy to have removed it from my deck. So he plays a Kachiko dupe. So, like, if I discarded that Kachiko from his hand, these 2 provinces that are broken right now down here, they probably wouldn't be broken. They most likely would not be broken if I just discarded that fucking Kachiko. So, anyway. He bids 2 to my 1. He has 8 honor left over to my 2 honor. Or he has 8 fate left over to my 2 fate. And then he takes an honor from me. So he plays Yunako from his whatever it's called, that hideaway, which is great. You know, very, very strong card. It's great for Dynasty tempo. It's great for like everything. That card is really, really powerful. So I do a military air of 1. I really, 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 really should have done either Void or Fire. I really should have done either Void or Fire. I don't know why I kept trying to do this stupid honor pressure thing, because, like I said, again, like I said, Scorpion Stronghold is just so powerful at basically making them immune to Dishonor that it's really weird to try and force it. I really didn't need to. So, I attack Air, and he honors his guy, dishonors my guy. So I do a Bonsai, just to get the win. But he has 3 honored guys at this point. He's going to get a bunch of honor back. This conflict basically means nothing. Any policy debates, I bid 1. He just looks. He gets to take a look at my hand, and you know, discard something. What does he discard? Is this another instance where, yeah, okay. So what did he discard? He discarded Way of the Crab, which makes sense. You know, is it easier to just play around Way of the Crab, or is it easier just to not have to deal with it at all? But I still won. I took an honor from him. He's down to 2 honor. But again, doesn't really matter, because he has 3 honored guys. 2 of them are leaving this round, so he's going to go up to 4 honor at the end of the round. Stupid decision was stupid. I think I was basically like full tilt at this point. Because I blamed my own stupid decision for this Kachiko being on the board. He takes a Spyglass, which, that's fine. And then he moves the Dishonor to the Rumonger, which is so good. Oh, so good. And then he attacks the Shameful Display because he has a Pathfinder's Blade. Like, as far as I can tell, he built his deck to just... I almost tell him, like, I gotta tell you, dude, your slow playing is bothering me. But I back out. I didn't want to, like, grief him, basically. I was feeling tilted at that point, and I did not want to tilt to him. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the ultimate poor sportsmanship. I have no problem with, like, I'm frustrated, right? Like, I'm frustrated watching this game, but I don't want my opponent to deal with my frustration. Do you know what I mean? And you know, I'm trash talking Scorpion a little bit here, but it is like the last thing I want to do is make my opponent like feel bad for them playing their deck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my opponent to feel bad for playing a good deck because I'm playing a good deck, and I don't want my opponent to feel shitty about playing a good deck when I'm doing the same fucking thing. So anyway. Because I get whiners. I play against people who complain about Way of the Crab, or complain about this or that, or complain about, you know, anything. People will complain about anything, and it bothers me so much. And I'd rather not do that to my opponent. So even when I'm feeling the urge, I'm feeling the like I must complain about this, I don't. I try my best not to, at least in real time. I'm complaining here. That's where I want to complain. So he plays an Unassuming Yojimbo, because he just broke a 3rd province. Now, here's another side note. Crisis Breaker came out. This was played on December 8th. So that was, I think that was a Thursday. No, that was Friday. So that was the day after Crisis Breaker came out, I believe. But it wasn't yet legal or valid on Jigoku, so I didn't want to play it in my deck until it was like officially valid on Jigoku. These Harumi Yojimbos would have been Crisis Breakers, but because they are not. You know what I mean? Like, because I wanted to play what was legal on Jigoku, I did not put Crisis Breakers in. If this were a Crisis Breaker, see, he's attacking for, you know, he's attacking for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's attacking for exactly 8. Oh, yeah. And if that guy were... And he had a stealth. So if that were a Crisis Breaker, he would have come in. I would have stopped the break. You know, gone to the next round. He had 2 honor left. I could maybe sleaze an honor victory out. Maybe. There was at least a chance. But I didn't have the Crisis Breaker. The Yojimbo was still in the deck. It lost me the game because of it. On top of other things. I mean, like I said, I was tilting so bad in this game. From the guy slow playing, from the fact that I knew it was my fault that I was losing because I didn't discard the Kachiko, to the fact that Kachiko is just so good. Playing against that card is a very frustrating thing to do. So I hope that I don't sound too toxic, even in my commentating of this game. I don't hold anything against Yuichi. He played a great game, and he did what he needed to do to win. I'm just frustrated about the decisions I made in that game. So if you can take anything away from this game, fucking discard Kachiko when you get the chance, because that card is amazing, and there's basically nothing you can do about it except like get rid of it, like Way the Crab it, or Jade Tetsubo it, or Cloud the Mind it, or do something to deal with it. Because the fact that it can send someone home and bow them in every conflict, in addition to the fact that you have Path Seeker's Blades to basically cancel rallies and cancel shameful displays and cancel Meditation on the Towel, like it's just such a strong card right now. You need to account for it, and when you see it, discard it. It is that good. So that's my first loss. I'm down to 3-1 at this point. Still feeling pretty good. My 3 wins were all relatively dominating wins. The Dragon one was close, but it was still like a relatively decisive win, all things considered. So I'm feeling good about this. I just have to win 3 more games, and then I'm guaranteed the playoffs. So let's see if I do it. I'll see you in the next round. Bye.